Hello, I'm David Martin. I'm here to talk about Article 15. This article seeks to regulate firearms businesses as a specific use in our zoning law. Currently, there's no regulation specific to firearms businesses in Acton. A firearms business could locate any place a similar business could locate. For example, a retail firearms business could locate in one of our shopping plazas or village centers. As with certain other uses in the zoning law, this proposal will allow the town to set parameters as to where and under what condition a firearms business could locate. An attempt to prohibit firearms businesses entirely would likely be unsuccessful if challenged in court, possibly leaving the town with no regulation at all. This outlines the current situation. In Acton's current zoning bylaw does not contain a separate principal use for firearms businesses, so they're allowed to locate in the same districts for other businesses. So currently, if a firearms business were just to operate as a retail store, for example, let's say they sold handguns, they could locate in any of the zoning districts shown on the left of this slide. If they assemble firearms at their business, they could locate at any of the zoning districts in the middle part of this slide. And if they do both, they could locate in the Powder Mill District. The Powder Mill District is around Stop and Shop, including across the street of Route 62 in that area. Article 15 establishes a new use definition for firearms businesses in the zoning bylaw. It does three main things. It specifies the districts where firearms businesses can operate. It provides buffers from certain sensitive uses, including educational institutions, child care centers, parks, and that kind of thing, and a certain minimum distance from residences. It also requires a special permit, and that special permit has requirements that limit 2 firearms businesses at any given time in the town. It includes requirements for site safety and operational safety. I'll cover each of these in detail. Firearms businesses would be restricted from locating within 125 feet from a residence or from 500 feet from an educational, religious, child care, or municipal building or park or playground. This map shows those buffers. So the areas outlined in purple are the 125-foot distances from residences, and the areas outlined in tan are the 500-foot distances from the sensitive uses. This zoning bylaw proposes that we allow firearms businesses in only 2 districts in town. The first is the technology district shown on the left of this slide, the lower left. That's in the Knox Trail area off of Powder Mill Road. And the second is the small manufacturing district, which is located in the very northern area of Main Street. Firearms businesses would require a special permit, and these are the regulations that are part of that special permit. Only 2, as I mentioned, only 2 permits would be allowed in town at any given time. They cannot be transferred to a new owner. Subletting the space would not be allowed. No person under 18 would be allowed in the store by themselves. They couldn't have temporary signs or window signs. The hours of operation are limited to daytime hours, except for deliveries and that kind of thing. They would require 24-hour surveillance of the area, lit grounds, and that security plan must be approved by the police department. I want to call particular attention to subletting. Subletting is the technique that firearms businesses in Littleton used to skirt state regulations on the sale of assault weapons. They had many nominally independent businesses under one roof. Each would sell part of an assault weapon. The business at the end of the line would help assemble it. This restriction on subletting is intended to prevent that. Here's a summary of the article, what the article would do. Again, please vote yes on Article 15. Thank you.